Hello, it's Jay Vera and Walnut again, here to talk about 8 Pacifica scents. But first, welcome to Easygoing Scents.
Hooray! Yay!
When I was preparing to do this video, I Googled Pacifica and learned about Brook Harvey-Taylor. She is the perfumer for the brand, the creative director, and co-founder with her husband. I read some amazing interviews and profiles of her, and I will link those below. She first became interested in perfume after reading the novel Jitterbug Perfume by Tom Robbins. I have never read that book, but you can bet I'm going to read it now. She made Pacifica a mainstream brand at a time when clean beauty wasn't even really a thing. They just have my utmost respect. On to the review. I am going to rank them in the order that I liked them, from least to most. So you have to watch until the end if you want to see my favorite. Number 8 was Indian Coconut Nectar. Indian Coconut Nectar is a fruity, sugary, tropical summer scent. I think a lot of people would like it. It's just not for me. Not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about this one. This is a reformulation of one of the scents that I owned by Pacifica over a decade ago. This Indian Coconut Nectar feels like they took the old one and tried to make it trendy by adding a couple milk notes. To me, these cream notes didn't really work. It almost felt like there was a hole in the scent. And instead of smelling like cream, to me, it smelled a little bit like paste. If you're my age, you might remember paste. While Googling for an image of paste to put on the screen for this video, I learned that they no longer make paste. Number 7, Island Vanilla. My experience with this one was almost the exact same as with the Indian Coconut Nectar, because I can remember the old one, I liked it a lot, and the new one feels like they changed it to make it trendier by putting in some milk notes. The notes on this one don't list milk or cream, but I kind of feel like that's what I'm smelling that's different. That said, a lot of vanilla perfumes I feel really only work in cold weather, but this one really feels more tropical and it would work well in the summer, and you just can't beat the price. Number 6, Silver Moon. This is another vanilla scent, but it is a spicier vanilla. The Silver Moon has a vanilla liqueur note in the opening, and I just have a personal bias against like liquor and liqueur notes, not for any moral reasons, or I don't really want to smell like alcohol. At this point, we're 0 for 3, but I did enjoy smelling them. Number 5, Dream Moon. This is another vanilla scent. This one I liked a little more. It is sweeter than anything that I would buy, but it's very pleasing. I could see it being their most popular scent. I saw that some people were saying that it's a dupe for Ariana Grande Cloud, so I did a side-by-side comparison, and now I agree. I think Dream Moon is a dupe for Cloud. Number 4, Passion Fruit. I only had Passion Fruit in the hair and body mist, not in the perfume spray, so keep that in mind. I considered Silver Moon and Dream Moon to both be winter scents. With Passion Fruit, I feel this is another tropical summer scent. It is too sweet for my tastes. I would not buy a full bottle, but I think it's a good scent. I also think it's an amazing deal for the price because to me it smelled a lot like those Kayali scents. I feel like if you like the Kayali fragrances, you'll probably like this. Number 3 is Neon Moon. This is one of the 3 scents that I got a full bottle of. It did not come with a lid, and I don't think it ever comes with a lid, so that was kind of weird. I'm not going to talk much about Neon Moon because I am 100% convinced that Neon Moon is the exact same fragrance as Beach Day. That brings me to number 2, Beach Day. Beach Day came out in 2024. Neon Moon came out in 2021. When I did side-by-side comparisons, like these two smell the same. For me, Beach Day is where things started to get interesting. You might have noticed that I kind of complained that all of the other scents were a little too sweet for me. This one is not ultra sweet. The other scents that I felt like they were chasing trends. I could kind of see which trend each of these was trying to chase. Beach Day, I guess it is chasing a trend a little bit because I know that marine scents are a trend, but this feels much more original, elegant, and sophisticated and creative. This is the first scent out of all of these that felt like it's telling a story. And maybe that's because I read more about Brooke Harvey-Taylor, how often she goes surfing, and that she likes being in nature and going to the beach. It really does smell like a beach, but not a tropical beach. This is not a summer vacation beach. This is like your skin is covered in salt, you've got seaweed in your hair, and there's driftwood that smells like driftwood, and you're about to start a bonfire with your friends. Personally, I've never been surfing, but I would not be surprised if Harvey Taylor was trying to recreate a photorealistic scent of what she experiences after a day of surfing with her. Number one, Montana Sky. This was my favorite Pacifica scent of the 8 that I tried, but I need to warn you up front that it might not be yours because it straight up smells like dirt and logs and tree bark and moss and grass and trees and walking through the forest and decaying leaves and all that. Hold on, let me put it on. This one excited me because it feels like Brooke Harvey-Taylor snuck an indie experimental avant-garde fragrance into a line of fragrances that are ultra sweet and being geared toward teenage girls shopping at Target. Kudos to her. This one really tells a very clear story to me. I've never been foraging, but I imagine that this perfume is what foraging smells like. You're getting low to the ground, you can smell the soil, you're moving leaves and overturning logs, moss on the tree bark. I'm going to wear this in the fall with dark jeans and a plaid flannel shirt. I think I'm going to make this my state park perfume that I spritz on me before I go for a walk in a state park. I'm thinking that that's similar to when you wear a band's t-shirt to the band's concert. Maybe a little cringe, but hey, it's nature. I can do what I want. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my first perfume review video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or any ideas of videos you want me to make in the future, and hopefully I'll see you here again. Bye! P.S. Pacifica, I saw that you just came out with a whole new perfume lineup. If you want to be like my first brand partner and send me some, hey, I'm open.